guys, this is Sandy White from Simply Fit Radio, your #1 health and wellness nutritional coach. And I am so excited to be able to bring you guys a quick little workout, a journal, and I'm going to explain that. And I have another healthy fat meal that it's a breakfast, because the last time I showed you something for dinner. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share. Guys, I'm Sandy White from Simply Fit Radio, and our mission is to save 1 million lives by motivating individuals to live a simply fit life so that they're able to overcome suicide and depression through health and nutrition. I so love telling you guys about this. You only get one body, and I want to show you how to maximize it. I am so excited to be with WYTV7 Christian Broadcasters Network for a second season, and I am ramping it up. So whatever you're interested in, let me know. Whatever questions you have, let me know. They're on a mission to educate, empower, and to encourage individuals as well. So it's a great matchup for us, and we want to do them proud by allowing us to show and share our broadcast on their network. So like, subscribe, follow, click the donate button too, because they are doing outstanding things in the community. Go on the website and see what they're doing in your community, and make sure you donate so they can continue to share the word that each of the broadcasters are producing that will bless your life and someone else's life. So today, I want to let you guys know I have a journal. It's free, so make sure you stay to the end so you can get the link to download the journal. And I have a breakfast meal that I love it. You may have to have that taste acquired. So it's the avocado with the eggs in it, and you could put bacon on it if you want. These are called avocado egg boats, and basically what you do is you take however, this is for a serving of 4, but of course, you know, whatever your family size is, then you make it accordingly if you enjoy avocados. You want to make sure that they're nice and they're ripe. You put the egg in the center. You bake these. You do cut them in half if you want. I typically don't, because I do enjoy the avocado. But if you want, you can take 1/2, cut it in half, put the egg on it. Before you put the egg in it, you do have to scoop out the center of it so that the egg will be nice and secure in it. Otherwise, it will be a runny egg. Boom, boom. No, I'm just kidding. You will get this nice information about the avocado. So it's avocado egg boat. Again, I'm just excited about it. And I hope you guys will be excited about it too, because one of the things folks don't eat in the morning time is because they don't know what to eat. Well, I'm giving you a healthy option, because you do need healthy fats, you do need protein, and you could take a little bit of carbs. So you can get that from your bacon bits if you want that, or you can do my favorite, which is a meal replacement shake. But you want to keep your carbs healthy, and you want to keep them low. And you can also saute some spinach and place it in here. So if you saute the spinach, you can put the spinach on before you put the egg in, put the sauteed spinach and onions in there, and then the egg on top of the sauteed spinach and eggs. And then you take all of the avocados, whole or sliced. Make sure you scoop them out, otherwise the content of the insides that I'm telling you about will not fit. You bake them in the oven until the egg white is fully cooked, or basically the way you like your egg, to your liking. And then you salt and pepper it to taste. That is an easy, delicious breakfast meal, and I hope you guys like it. So I want to let you know what we're going to talk about today. Did you guys know that fall and winter, those are the months that we have the most darkness, meaning you have a lot of people going to work when they get up, it's dark, because our seasons are changing. So they're going to work and it's dark, and then they're coming home and it's dark. And a lot of times when people don't take advantage of the limited sunlight that we have, they do lose that vitamin D and the opportunity for the sun to rejuvenate them and energize them. I don't know why, but you guys need to get out of the habit of not taking care of yourself. You must schedule self-care time in the winter and fall, because again, you have limited sunlight, but it is detrimental to your health. But again, people are not doing that. And so they're waking up, it's dark and it's depressing to them. And then they're coming home. Well, of course, we all wake up if we have to be at work at 0 dark 30. So a lot of folks don't have an opportunity to go to work after, well, I should say drive to work after 7 o'clock. You're mainly having to be there at a certain time. And then of course, that's early in the morning. So take advantage of the sunlight in the middle of the day. Go outside for at least 5 minutes. Of course, again, I know it's fall and winter is coming. It's getting colder outside, but it is important that your body gets that sun shining on you to get that vitamin D. And the reason I say this is because if you're not going outside, most of you guys are not even taking your vitamin D. So this is when and where we start having mild depression and suicide. Well, mild depression leads to suicide. And this is where we come in, Simply Fit. We want to deter that. And this is why we're providing you guys, we're stepping it up. We heard your requests, and we're providing you guys with more arsenal that's simple, that you can implement into your life and have a huge impact. So what I'm providing to you guys today is a happy and healthy journey, a journal, because it is a happy and healthy journey if you use the journal. So the purpose of this, again, is because a lot of people don't deal very well I love fall, but not everybody loves the fall season and the winter season. And that's because they don't know strategically how to maneuver through these times. No, you may not always have family member around you. Now you have to start creating and putting yourself in a situation where you befriend someone. Now, right now we're still in COVID, so you can utilize technology and you could get online and you can do FaceTime, you could do a Zoom, whatever technology you have available. You do not have to be alone. If you're not dealing with mild depression, I am touching in the journal, and I'm going to read some of the prompts. And I did this strategically because if you're dealing with mild depression, I am able to coach you out of that easily and effortlessly and quickly. However, some individuals don't know when they're moving beyond mild depression into clinical depression. And so when you keep this journal, and I have 50 days of journal prompts. So if you keep this journal and you're very accurate and you're very honest with yourself, when you start reading your answers and you realize that you're moving beyond mild is I'm sad because it's dark outside. Okay, what can I do? Okay, well, Sandy said do these little exercises, or Sandy said to go outside for a little bit, and bam, boom, I'm feeling energized. I'm not sad anymore. That's mild. However, if you're not paying attention to these subtleties, that's when it can move on to full-blown, clinical depression, which moves into suicide. I am not a board certified doctor, so please make sure the information that I'm sharing with you, you check with your doctor. But the purpose of me saying what I said earlier about being honest with yourself and utilizing the 50 days of journal prompts, you will know when you're at mild and when you're moving to clinical. And at that point, if you find that you are moving to clinical, you're still okay. Because if you take the journal, Let your doctor see what has been going on, what you've been saying, how you have been feeling. That's going to help him or her assess the situation that much quicker and get you back on track to healthiness. Okay. So it's okay if you are at a situation, again, where you need a little more assistance than me working with you to assess the food that you're eating and the nutrients that you're taking and giving you a personalized assessment of nutrients that will work with your body. That is okay. Okay. I just want you guys to know you are still okay. God loves us. And this is why he put me here so that I can assist you so that you don't have to feel alone. So I'm going to read a couple of the prompts. There are 50 of them. So we're not going to go through all 50 of them, but I'm super duper excited because I want you guys to win at this health journey. You can do this. The hardest part of it is just making the decision. And if you make the decision and you stick with me, I will get you to your wealthy place. Follow me online. Guys, we just finished we have like 2 more days in our 30-day walk challenge. It's super duper easy. And I did that on purpose because fall and winter are the times people get a little more lackadaisical. So we don't want you doing that. And that's why I had you moving, because when your body gets used to moving, and now we're moving into the fall and winter where typically people want to hibernate, you're like, hey, I'm feeling good over here. What you got next? And I got something for you next. So the next thing we're going to do, and yes, I'm going to get into the journal prompts. We're going to be doing a 30-day challenge again, but it's going to be 2 things at once, where you're going to be doing your planks and you're going to be drinking your water. Because a plank exercise, it's just you're working with your own body weight, and it's, oh my God, it's an all over body workout. And if you're drinking the water, that gets rid of the toxins in your body. And I'm also going to give you a link next week of a bottle that actually has all of the, the little lines on it. If you guys don't like my little water trick, which I told you about, take your 6 little thingies like I have in here, put them on your water bottle, and as you drink one, you take it off, drink it, and then once you're done with 6, you have reached your goal of 100 gallons of water. And you want to go at least half your body weight. We always say 100 ounces because that's just a goal that you want to strive to. Most people don't do it, but they will hit what their body needs. So without getting more into that, the journaling prompts, I'm going to read to you some of them. The first one is, how is your mental health right now? This is where you have to be honest with yourself. Where are you right now? Like, I worked out, so I'm super duper excited. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready I am going to go some more. I'm going to do some more because I'm revved up. I'm super duper excited right now. I got a lot of energy, but you have to know where you are. You may not be where I am. I'm on level 10, as if I drank 10 cups of coffee, and I really didn't drink 10 cups of coffee. But you may not be there, and that's a goal that you're striving for. So on a scale from 1 to 10, where are you? And then when you do that assessment, when you work on the days after this, you can keep doing this. Always do the assessment on a scale from 1 to 10. And this, you'll know where you are, how you're feeling, and if you're improving or if you are not improving. And again, when you take this information to your doctor, if you realize I'm not improving and the tips that she's given to me, they're helping, but they're not kicking me back over to my normal, happy, jovial self, the doctor will know what to do from that point. Another one here says, what mental illnesses do you struggle with right now? You may not be dealing with any mental illnesses, but some individuals may. And this will also prompt you, okay, this is what I'm dealing with, but how am I handling? Are you taking the meds that you're supposed to? Have you run out? Do you need to get some assistance with the cost of meds? Whatever the case is, just be honest when you answer the question. And then another one here says, what are some daily habits of routines that help your mental health? And one of them should be getting online on Wednesday nights and watching Simply Fit because she's giving me simple tips and strategies so I can have a healthy, fulfilled life. And exercising is one of the best things that you can do to stay mentally on focus. Guys, you gotta get moving. I'm telling you, it is so simple. The hardest thing again is making that decision. Then you work your way up to it. Okay, so say you did 5 minutes today. Now I'm going to tack on additional. 5 additional more tomorrow is a little too much. So maybe I can do an additional minute. But get going. Track yourself. You want to see success, and I don't care how small or how large. Success is success. And if you're journaling it, you can continue to move from one level of success to the next level of success until you hit your goal where you're like, drop the mic because I made it. Now, what's the next challenge that you have for me, Sandy? And I will be happy to give it to you. So here's another one that I like. What anxiety triggers do you have? And sometimes people are having anxiety triggers because they're not going to sleep. And I talked to you guys about that last week, having a good sleep routine. And sometimes you're not eating right because you don't know what to eat, or in the morning time, you're loading yourself up with a bunch of caffeine. So now you're jittery. And then on top of that, you gave yourself a bunch of sugar. I just gave you a healthy breakfast meal. So now that may not do it for some of you guys, but it really is just that simple. We want to make being healthy and fit just that simple. Do not overcomplicate this. Make it as simple as possible. Keep track of what's going on, and you can easily tweak what's going on when you see what you're writing and you're being honest with yourself. Here's another one that I like. It says, what can you do today to improve your mental health? Well, you know what you can do to improve your mental health? You can take a simple bubble bath, a nice one, because sometimes showers don't do it. You need to sit there and just, I'm telling my age, Calgon, take me away. You need to get in the tub and relax and just and then just feel the stress coming off you. And then when you pop that little plug up in the tub and all of the water when you're ready to get out, don't rush, and the water starts going down, feel the stress coming off of you. We make it just that simple. Sometimes people forget. It's just, I take a bath. Wow, I have not done that because we're so used to rushing. We jump in the shower, jump out, get in that tub and relax. Take time for you. Schedule time for you. On your calendar, it should be a bing, me time, bing. Whatever that is going to make you feel good. And that's another one of the prompts. What makes you happy? Sometimes we forget that and we don't go back to those things. It may have been something that you totally enjoyed, but you stopped doing it when you were a kid. Okay, get back to it because it put you in a state of mind where you were just like, I'm floating on cloud 9 because it feels so good. Guys, I love you all. I love helping you all. I want to make sure that you get what you need all the time. Email me, subscribe, share, like, and click the donate button because I'm telling you, WYTV7 is doing outstanding work here. I'm so grateful that they're allowing Simply Fit to be with them for a second season. And each time we're coming on Wednesdays at 7 p.m., I want to knock your socks off with something simple. All right, guys.
Mr. Happy Living here. I love good things made by good people. That's why I love Zona Plus, the world's first software-controlled handheld device that improves cardiovascular health. You're going to love it too. I use mine almost every day to keep my blood pressure right where it should be. What surprised me though is this little device has been adding muscle to my biceps too. I walk around all day feeling pumped. Check them out at Zona.com. Use coupon code HAPPY for $50 off. Plus, for every order placed during the month of October, I'll donate another $50 to WYTV7.
What to do with this chair, just in case you were wondering what is the chair in the Photoshop for. Anyway, 8-pound weights. What you can do while you're watching television, you can do your biceps, and you can reverse your hands, lean over a little bit, and work backwards. That works your triceps. And make sure that you're holding your abdominal muscles in really tight, okay? Now we're back to front. When you're working the biceps, make sure you have no space in between your body and your arms. If you're not up at the point where you can do 2 weights at one time, just do one. Support that arm with the hand without the weight, and you can do that. Very easy. You can also do these while you're watching television. You can reverse your wrist, take the weights right to the shoulder, and you'll feel that all in the front of your arms. And again, if you switch it where your fingertips are going behind you, lean over slightly, lift your arms as if someone's pulling them backwards. You'll feel it all in the back of your arms. If you're having challenges doing both weights, this is where your chair will come into play. You can utilize the chair. Do a slight lunge. Hold the chair, and now work that one arm. You get the same workout. You have to switch the other arm. Of course, move on the other side of the chair. Do the lunge on the opposite side of the leg and move up. Right now, I do know you cannot see my legs. I do understand that. I'm mainly working upper body. That's what I'm showing you today. All right. So another one that you can use, I'm using both weights. You can do these while you're watching television. You want to take the weights, squeeze your abs in, and then right over the head. Okay? Right over the head. Right over the head. All right? You will feel this chest area, back, a little bit on your shoulders. If you are not comfortable, again, with both weights, hand is positioned on the waist. The arm that you're going to be working, make sure it's an L, not a V. An L, wrist is straight, and then you take it straight up. And don't go all the way down. It's right when that elbow hits that armpit and it makes an L, that's as far as you go. You bring it back up and down. And then, of course, you're going to replace the weight in the opposite hand if you're not doing both of the weights at one time. All right. Now, you cannot see my feet. I do understand that. But what you can do while you're working your biceps is do a side tap. Make sure your space is clean. So I'm moving the chair. So while I'm doing the biceps, I'm moving back a little bit so you can't see me moving. I am doing 1 and step. 1 and step. Now this is going to require a little more of your brain power. So you want to pay attention, especially if you're using the weights, so that you don't injure yourself. Now you can do walking lunges. You could do them with or without weights. I'm going to move back so you can actually see me do the walking lunges. And I still have the weights in my hand. All right. And one more. And I usually get in position, front and back legs, and then I do my lunge. All right. So again, these are just a few of the exercises that you can do with or without weights, water bottles, canned goods. You just want to get moving. Now remember, fall and winter months, those are the months that we have the most darkness. So a lot of people do get a little sad, and then we have a lot of holidays coming up, and this is where you get the mild depression and suicide. So adding in the weights and constantly moving, that really gets your body revving up. And I haven't even been going that long, and I'm doing I am using 8-pound weights, and I typically go all the way up to 25. So the heavier the weight is, the more muscle you will produce in your body. Muscle weighs more than fat, but it's denser, so it's going to be more tone, and it's going to burn off additional fat and calories for a good 24 hours. So just doing cardio alone does not do the trick. It is a starter, but you want to make sure you're adding in your weights. All right, so I'm going to show you guys one more time what we just did. We did biceps, and you can change it if you want. It's just you're still doing biceps. It's just what's most comfortable for your wrists. So I have them in the front, and I'm digging my arms in on the side so there's no space. Or you can turn your wrist, and you can do one at a time, still working biceps, or you can do both of them at the same time. Turn your wrists again. Make sure your abdominals are tight. Lean forward, press backwards, and you will feel this all in your biceps, which is the back of your arms. Okay? Alrighty. And then we did the bicep with the step. Take your time with this, especially if you're using weights. Even if you're not using weights, you want to make sure that your form is correct. Last one. And then we did the overhead, where you can do one. Make sure your arm is at an L. Still make sure you're squeezing your abs, not a V, an L. This is if you're using the chair. If you're doing both of them, up. And this is real. I love this one. You had a stressful day, my God. Take you some 5, 8 pounds, whichever weights you're at, and I'm telling you, do a couple reps. One rep is typically 8 sets. One set is 8 reps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm still squeezing my abs. 6, 7. Blow out on the most challenging part for you. And then make sure you always put your arms back where they need to. You are not dropping them. 8 reps, 1 set. Okay? So on the next go around, I will show you guys an entire HIIT workout. But these are just a few exercises, upper body only. And we did some side steps, but that's not going to do a lot, for your lower body. But the walking lunges that I showed you will, which are these right here. And I do have my weights. So I'm stepping forward. Make sure your toes are straight. And when you lunge down, you do not do an excessive lunge, meaning your knee is now hyperextended over your toe. And now I'm up. I take one good step. I get myself secure, front and back. I lunge down. I still have the weights because I like the challenge, okay? And you lunge down one more time. And you could do this on the commercials. They have enough of them, so you should be getting a really good workout in between your television program. All right, guys, this is Sandy White from Simply Fit Radio. Being healthy and fit is more than just exercise. Bye.